hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed effortlessly adjusts and responds to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is...
Because we care about Medicare, so you don't have to. I mean, do you really care to hear me go on about same-day prescription delivery making your life easier? Or how there's a pharmacy expert available 24/7? And one-click refills? Well, I just did anyways. Fill your Medicare prescriptions with Walgreens and save.
$0 copays apply to Tier 1 generic drugs and select plans with Walgreens as a preferred pharmacy. Restrictions apply. See walgreens.com/Medicare for complete details.
This tax filing season could be one for the record books. There are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits on the table, and Jackson Hewitt will help make sure you get every one you deserve. Tax credits for being a parent, taking care of a parent, taking classes, and so much more. Don't leave thousands on the table. Jackson Hewitt will make sure you get credit for all you do and get your biggest refund guaranteed. Learn more and find your nearest location at jacksonhewitt.com.
KHOW News Time, 10:03. Rocky Mountain National Park goes back to a timed entry permit system for summer and fall starting May 27th.
The permit system will be similar to last year, where one permit is for the Bear Lake Road corridor, the other is for the rest of the park. Reservations will go on sale May 2nd. For May and June dates, July dates will go on sale June 1st. That system will continue through September 1st. 30 permits will be held for a day of sale through recreation.gov.
Reporter Kathy Walker. Hospitalizations continue to rise in Colorado because of the Omicron COVID variant. However, Incident Commander Scott Bookman says this latest surge is different from the ones before.
Our 7-day moving average of available ICU beds in the state is up to about 133. And we do know that at the peak of the Delta wave, we were running much closer to 100 on our 7-day moving average, and on many days we were lower than that.
About 30% of all tests in the state are coming back positive. That's the latest. I'm Pat Woodard.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
No delays to warn you about on I-25. Traffic is moving along quite well both directions. I-70, same situation. Even your drive through Commerce City on 270, usually a slow drive up to full speed now with no delay. No accidents on our metro area freeway system. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Mostly cloudy skies today. A high expected to reach 60. And then tonight's low drops to 28. For tomorrow, Friday, a 50% chance for scattered afternoon snow showers with a high reaching 40. Then sunshine returns for the weekend. Currently, it's 49. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Unjunk your sleep at Mattress Firm's new bed, new you sale. And start the year off right. Shop select mattresses from top brands starting at $159.99. Plus, you'll even get immediate delivery. Don't miss out.
Grainberry.
Hi, I'm Peter Harris for Grainberry Cereals, and I want to know, what are your health goals for 2022?
I plan on eating more whole grains. I know they're great for me, so I just need to do it.
For 2022, I'd like to manage my diabetes better and eat less sugar.
My doctor told me to add some more fiber to my diet, so that's my goal for 2022.
These aren't just goals, they're Grainberry Bowl goals. Because when you start your day with a bowl of Grainberry cereal with amazing onyx sorghum, you're getting all of that and more, like more plant-based fiber, more antioxidants, more whole grains, and more flavor. What you're not getting is sugar. Grainberry has less sugar than other cereals, making it great.
Mike's on in the room. What's that? I said just turn these mics. This has nothing to do with you. I'm telling you that somehow
Tom, all I'm saying is it doesn't fucking matter if they can't.
I know, but you told me to correct him, and I took him and I gave him to you. So in essence, I corrected him. Although I didn't have to.
On Twitter. Find us right now at 630 KHOW. Denver's talk station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. That's Bills. Enter it now at KHOW.com. Keep listening to it.
You know what I'm going to do too? I'm going to send one to Shannon.
Okay, good. Excellent. That's a good idea. I think something's happening with the email. I really do. I don't know how it sounds. Maybe they truncated or something.
On 630.
KHOW. Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show, RealCBDThatWorks.com. If you haven't tried it, they are a prime sponsor of the show because they work. You know, with all the CBD products out there, you hear all kinds of people talking about them. Well, anyway, what I'm going to tell you is RealCBDThatWorks.com is the one to go with. Welcome. We are here to solve problems. Oh, by the way, Tom in the promo code, and you get 30% off. That's RealCBDThatWorks.com. Okay, we're going to start solving some problems. We got a lot going on. We're going to start with a follow-up here with, I think, is Deputy Smarty Pants here? Is he on? Oh, there he is. Okay, Smarty Marty. We're going to do a follow-up on a problem we have. And let's let Michael explain what the problem was. Michael, welcome to the show. Can you explain what happened with your solar system experience?
He's the owner, Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I forgot to put that on there for you.
Okay, where's the consumer?
I think Marty is speaking on their behalf.
Okay, then I'll let Marty. Okay, I'm sorry, Smarty. I got this mixed up. Deputy Smarty Pants, can you explain the original problem?
Yeah, this was a woman who called yesterday, I believe, that she claims the solar company had caused the damage. And she was owed a lot of money and was promised a lot of money, and she claims never received anything.
Well, let's go back to her call. What was her name, Marty?
I believe it was Mary.
Okay.
And she was actually speaking on behalf of her daughter.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so this is convoluted, Tom. You know, when you have too many people, too many cooks spoiling the broth, you know, and this one is talking about that.
Well, Mary's daughter, she said, bought the solar system in 21. Right. The installers damaged a wall and did some other problems and won't fix it. That was the bottom line. And she said when she called this is what she said. When she called the solar system to get satisfaction, the solar company said, we're not responsible because we subcontracted that out. And I said, well, that can't be true. I mean, so what did you do, Smarty? You contacted them?
Well, I first contacted the consumer, as I always do, and and then I asked her for a detailed email, and she sent it to me. And then I forwarded the email to the owner of the company, and he called me 20 seconds later, and I spoke with him in detail, and I was convinced that he was sincere. And then he's willing to come on the show. And I let him tell his side of the story.
All right, cool. Thank you very much. This is Michael Kalin, Volta Solar. Michael, what's going on?
Hey, thanks for having me on first and foremost.
Yes, sir.
Kind of an interesting situation, this one. You know, I think so she talked about 4 different situations of payments that needed to be made, right?
Yeah.
First and foremost, she mentioned that, like, there were some damages to her home that we refused to pay. That's patently false. We agreed to pay for everything that she claimed had been done. In fact, we also didn't even send anybody to her house to verify. Out of goodwill, I was like, if you feel like we damaged your house, we will pay for it, right? So there's 4 different claims of payments that I'll go through individually and walk through exactly what happened with each of them, right? So the first one, there was an incentive that we did. We call it a referral incentive, and we pay for customers' first year of their solar payment, so they basically get a free year of power. This was actually sent to her daughter directly back in October, and she claimed that it had never been paid. And yesterday, with my controller, we went through every single check that we had sent out and found the check, and it had been deposited back in October. Her daughter had deposited into the account. I forwarded the pictures of everything over to Marty, so we have that as documentation. And obviously, once we got in contact with her, she was like, yes, I was wrong, right? Then there's 3 different things that she claims to have happened to the home. One, we needed to install some LED lights and smart thermostats into her house and blow some attic insulation.
Yeah.
We normally do that in-house. She decided she wanted to find someone that she had a relationship with.
But was that part of the original bid?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And we normally do it in-house. Right?
All right, I understand that. If she wanted to find somebody, did she want you to pay for that?
Yes, which is totally fine. Totally fine. I normally don't do that, but she is had a very particular way that she wanted this done, and I said, look, if you trust somebody, by all means, go ahead. So once the work was completed, we sent a check for $650 to complete all of that work. We put the name of the individual. The name is Alonzo Gonzalez. We put that name with the address of where the work was finished, which was her daughter's address, and it was returned.
Did she ever get it? Did you send it back?
Oh, we've already, at this point, we've already sent this
All right,
check
so
back to her,
really, the main deal is this. The one she really cared about was the damage. You're saying you'd pay for that damage. Why did she say you guys refused to do anything?
Well, this is a little bit of like, there's 2 sides to her story, right? So she, I think about a month or 2 ago, she got my personal phone number, and I was trying my best to kind of facilitate this.
Yeah.
She tried to get me to pay for this, and I said, hey, no problem. send me verification, pictures or whatever, that the work has been completed, and I'm more than happy to send it to you. And she said, you caught me. I have a text message.
All right, we're having a bad connection here. Listen, here's what I'm hearing, and let me just sum this up. He is saying, Smarty, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do about the connection. But bottom line is he's saying he will pay for the work once he verifies she had the work done, right?
He's paid for it.
And then as far as the rebate, he's paid it.
He's paid everything.
So which one of her claims was valid?
You know, I don't really know.
Why did she call us?
Well, she felt she did not get the money. So that was it. She didn't get the payment, or she thought she didn't get the payment.
But she did.
So she got half the payments they were cashed, and the other half was returned to him, which he overnighted last night.
Okay, I get it.
So
I get it.
She's whole now. It was, to me, it's just a lack of communication.
All right.
From all parties. That's
Thank
all
you.
it was.
Smarty Marty is batting 1,000 when it comes to solar companies. I don't know. Somehow he gets through. And by the way, I think that he gets a good feel for, the nature of the company.
Sun shines on him.
Yeah, sun shines on him. 303-713-TALK. Here's the deal. We're also going to talk about retirement planning with Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies coming up. And here's something you need to know. Retirement planning is a bunch of stuff. It's not just investing. Do you know how many people are financial advisors and they call themselves retirement planners? But they're not. There's a lot more to it. So, and by the way, if you're thinking this doesn't apply to me, the only person this would not apply to is someone who's already deceased. No matter how young you are, you can start planning. The earlier, the better. More coming up. You know, that's a bitch, though, Mark, when I have a fucking program here showing me precisely to the frame 30 seconds, and then they're saying it's not. So they're asking me to do something I normally wouldn't do, and that is a 32-second spot, which is fucking stupid. God almighty.
Will make sure you get credit for all you do and get your biggest refund guaranteed. Learn more and find your nearest location at jacksonhewitt.com.
Let's talk about Colorado Pain Care, because Colorado Pain Care is a place I have personal experience with, as with most of my sponsors. When I'm in pain, and let's put it this way, they helped me out of my main chronic pain, lower back. They really did. Never came back. And they also can help you with injuries. Colorado Pain Care is also Colorado Pain Care Sport and Spine. Now, here's what I love about Colorado Pain Care. The bottom line is they will take care of you the first time you get there and then follow up. And they have physical therapy and all modalities. Now, they have a new location in Lakewood. They have a location in Denver. It's convenient. When you make an appointment, if you mention Martino, you get a free stainless water bottle. That's right. Just say, mention Martino, and say, I want my water bottle on your first appointment. You'll get a water bottle. Colorado Pain Care, 303-GOT-PAIN, 303-GOT-PAIN.
You know what? Call up any plumber in the Denver metro area. Ask them if they do free estimates. No trip charge free estimates in the Denver metro area. And ask them if they got the guaranteed lowest pricing when it comes to sewer line repair and most plumbing needs. They're going to say no. Here's the deal. Master Rooter Plumbing, on the referral list, 15 years. Great people, great service, great prices. 720-434-3406. Free diagnostics. 720-434-3406.
Donnie here with Fitness Gallery. We are loving how thousands of people have found out just how safe and convenient it is to work out.
Yes, but even Angie says 27, so I don't know.
Hey, Angie, I just want to try one more experiment. I'm going to email you something, and I want to know when you bring up the spot how long it is.
Honey,
yeah.
Just a heads up, Miriam
Her brother is Angel that called the other day on Diamond Auto Sales, and you said, we got to do this between 10 and noon because they're in the Springs.
That's Angie
Siller. Okay, so just so when you're looking at your notes, that's Angel called 2 days ago. You wanted this call on before noon, so sister is doing the call.
Because Colorado Springs we want it on.
Yeah, and it was a broken control arm. They returned the vehicle but didn't get the money back or something like that with Diamond Auto Sales.
Visit one of our 6 convenient locations today for fitnessgallery.com. Michael Brown here for American Financing. You know, we talk a lot about the economy, and you and I both know that we're facing uncertain times. But in the meantime, you might be sitting on a lot of equity in your home. I think it's time you talk to some of my personal friends at American Financing. They don't work on commission, and because they know I'm sending you to see them, they're going to work extra hard to find a mortgage, home equity loan, or equity cash out that's best suiting your.
I just sent you a spot. Now, how are you timing that spot? Are you bringing it up in a program that tells you how long it is?
And a personalized loan program.
And I can compare both of those files.
So call American.
Yeah, the one I just sent you, I'm just curious, because mine says it's exactly 30 seconds. And 3 seconds shaved off to me sounds impossible.
7,000. That's 303-69. Financing.net.
NMLS 12334.
I don't know why you're thinking it's not a compression. Of course, that's exactly what it is.
You can get Newsmax TV for free. Millions are watching Newsmax. Available now.
That's a moving target. I mean, they should compress it when you send it to them in the proper format and not compress it to a point where they can't use it.
You should open it up, see what it says, and
or just compress it to their pocket.
Yes, that's my news.
Then watch us.
29 and mine says 30. Okay, so Audition says 29. Okay, so Mark sent it was 27. I sent it, it's 29.
That connects investors and just to make sure nothing's been
out of investing in Puerto Rico, surfacing the insights you need to make informed decisions.
So now I'm going to see who's right. I'm going to time mine.
Visit
investment.org/impeller
and set up your account today to see what the iPhone has to offer. Impeller.
No, I want to know what's going on because I can't be fucking sending spots. Like,
There's no better place to buy floor coverings than SimplyFloorsInc.com with a big variety of carpet for every budget and one of the largest selections of LVT in Denver. Laminate and engineered hardwood too, all at the very best prices. Installers are among the best, and their expert flooring consultants know color and design for coordinating your.
Let's say there was a floor by program. I'd love to know that.
At SimplyFloorsInc.com. That's SimplyFloorsInc.com.
Which one's that?
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt.
No better place.
with a high of 59.
No better place is 27.3. They're full of shit. I just timed it. Should I just cancel it? I mean, what do you tell me to do? Here's what I'm saying, Mark. What do you do when you do a 30-second spot and they say they want it 30 seconds and you send 30? How do you add 3 seconds when it's 33?
You take the 27 they're saying that it's listed as, and you add in between 1.5 and 2.5 seconds. That's what they want. That's it. That's what you do.
I mean, I send them spots that are 32 seconds. So in the future,
You're acting like you're sending me the spots and I know how to load it. They're telling me they're fucking unusable. That's all they're telling me. You're asking me how to fix it. You add 2 seconds.
Okay, it's not even unusable at 29, so they're full of shit. Why don't you send them the 3 original spots again?
I did. I sent them the second you sent them.
And they sent?
And they're the exact timing that I sent the first ones.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. What's going on in your life? We're talking about problems, questions, and complaints. Miriam, what's going on with you, Miriam?
Hi. My mom had bought in a car at Diamond Auto Sales on November 2017. It was a 2017 Nissan Rogue. She only had it for a couple days.
Now, that's what she bought? It was a 2017, you said?
Yeah, it was a 2017 Nissan Rogue.
A Rogue, and how many miles on it?
It had about 50,000 and something.
That's not bad. So a 17 with 50,000 miles.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the problem with it?
She had it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
She was driving to work one of the day. It was like 3 days after she had bought it. She was driving to work on I-25 when she started hearing a clicking, and all of a sudden the steering wheel locked on her, and she had to pull to the side of the road. We went, picked up the car, took it to Diamond Auto Sales, and we're like, hey, like, something's wrong with the car. And they insisted, no, nothing's wrong. We had it inspected. We're like, oh, something's wrong with it, like the steering wheel locked. So the owner drove it around. He's like, oh, yeah, something's wrong with it. He told us it was like a metal piece underneath that had, like, bent, and we hit something, which we didn't. They told us when we originally bought it that we had 30 days to return the car, and they would return our deposit back.
Wait a minute. So you have a 30-day guarantee on that car?
Yeah, that's what they had told us.
But do you have that in writing somewhere?
But even if they did, my guess is they're saying, hey, you damaged it, not us.
Yeah, but first things first, do you even have that 30-day warranty written anywhere?
No, they said it verbally. They didn't want to give us any written. So when we went back and like, hey, you said that to us, they're like, well, do you have any proof of it, any audio, any paperwork where we said it? And we're like, no, you didn't give us anything.
So there's no way to prove that you had 30 days. It doesn't matter. That's why, because I was going to ask in the first place, why did you go back there? Because they didn't owe you anything, even if it was a few days, unless, of course, they did something on purpose to hide it. But did your mom test drive it?
Yeah, we test drove it, and everything was fine.
Did you take it to anyone to have it checked out?
No, she bought it, and then they told us she bought it on a Saturday, and then they told us to bring it on Tuesday for an inspection. So we brought it back on Tuesday when we already had purchased it, and they inspected it, and they told us that everything was fine. And we asked who inspected it, and they told us it was a state patrol.
So after you inspected it is when it locked up? After they inspected it?
Yeah, after they inspected it, it had locked up on us.
By the way, did you ever find out what's wrong with it?
What is that? She just said State Patrol inspected it?
No.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
what the hell does that mean?
Wait a minute. Why would you have the State Patrol inspect it?
That's what they had told us, and we're like, I thought a mechanic is supposed to inspect the car, not a State Patrol. And they're like, no, we just have to make sure that
it sounds like a salvage. The only time State Patrol...
Yeah.
Was it a salvaged car?
Yes, it was a salvaged car.
Well, okay. If it's a salvaged car and you bought it as is, there's not much we can do for you on that. I mean, you knew it was a salvaged car. The state police that inspects it, they only inspect it to make sure the VIN numbers match.
Right, but the thing is that when we called where we had the loan, they had told us that it was never approved. And that deposit that we had given them was never sent to them. So they kept our deposit. And then not just that, we told them it was a
These guys sound like...
Okay, Miriam, where's the car right now?
The dealership has it. But I'm saying, like, when we called the bank, they told us they didn't have anything for 2017. They had it for 2015. And it was never approved by the bank.
What
so
car?
Technically, we didn't even own the car.
Miriam, the car right now, what are they doing with it at the dealership?
I have no idea. Every time we try to go in, they
just wait. Miriam, are you saying they're going to keep the car and keep the money? Is that what you're saying? Because I want to know the truth. Or are they going to fix the car and get it back to you? Or are they waiting for you to pick up the car? Give me an answer.
Neither. They're not going to give us the car, and they're not going to give us our money back.
Okay, why? Why do they think that you owe them the money? Are they saying you damaged the car?
Yes, so they took it after we told them that.
So they're saying, much like the call yesterday, what they're saying is, okay, we sold you this car, you damaged it, you brought it back, now it's going to cost us what you put down to fix it.
Yes, exactly that.
Okay, so they're blaming you for breaking the car.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Diamond Auto Sales, and it's on Academy, right?
Yes, here in Colorado Springs.
Right. So
what I'd like to know is what actually the car drove fine for a minute. They're saying you guys hit something. Did anybody else look at it and tell you what's actually wrong with it?
Yes. Then they took it to Nissan and
what
told
was
us
it?
that the differential was broken.
And how does Nissan say that happened?
That we had something.
That you what?
That like the car had run over something. But
you're saying it ran over something before you bought it. Well, it was in a wreck, by the way. Yes.
The other day, someone called because her brother called originally on this and said usually those things don't break over time. They break when
well, let's ask Jeff
hit.
Vick.
Right.
Hold on. Let's ask Jeff Vick. Kimmer Transmission. 303-713-TALK. This is a weird one, man. This is terrible. But we'll get to the bottom of it. Jen, what's going on with you? Jen?
Hello?
Yes, Jen. What's going on?
Oh, I've got a couple questions for your retirement expert.
What kind of a question, Jen?
It's be the banker.
Okay, you're talking about the overfunding of life insurance?
No.
Are you talking about an annuity?
She misunderstood me. I told her we had a retirement planning
it doesn't
center.
matter. It doesn't matter. Ask her. It doesn't matter. She can ask any question she wants, though. So, what is your question, Jen?
Okay, I work in prison. I can't stand it anymore. I'm 18 years in.
Yeah.
I'm too young to retire, but I can't stand it anymore. So I've got to get out. And I've got. If I wait till I'm 60, which I can't, I'll have $210,000.
You can't wait till you're 60, or you can?
Huh?
You're 2 years from 60. Are you saying you don't want to wait?
I can't. I can't do it anymore.
Okay. You're just burned out, right, Jen?
Yeah, I'm burned.
I got it. So you want to retire early at 58, right?
I'm 55 right now.
You want to retire at 55?
And I called Para, and they told me if I leave it in till I'm 60, I'll have this amount of money.
How much will you have a month?
I won't have any because I'm too young to retire.
Oh.
It's called the rule of 80.
I get it. If you take the lump sum, though, you have to pay the penalty, right?
Yes.
Unless you wait till 59 and a half, right?
Yes.
Can you just get a different job? I understand you hate this one, but are you literally going to retire, or you just want to get another job?
Oh, no, I am going to get another job, but see, my money is tied up in Para. And you know, Para, all the teachers, all the state employees of Colorado have this
right. I understand that.
Called Para.
Right. So at 59 and a half, you can take it and roll it over into something else if you want, or you can just, I mean, actually, you can roll it over, I believe, before 59 and a half. Hold on. Let's ask our experts. Basically, you want to know how do you get your money. Is that your question, Miriam? You want to know, excuse me, not Miriam. Jen, is that your question, how to get your money?
No, I'm super interested in become the banker.
Right, I understand that. And what she's talking about is she wants to try to do a lump sum somewhere that will generate income. When she talks about become the banker, there is a sponsor who does the overfunding of life insurance. And what they do is they establish this tax-free cash value that you contribute to, and then you borrow from it, and then you pay it back, and it's a way of using your money and then stashing money for retirement. Another thing she probably heard was this annuity. If you have a lump sum and you buy the right annuity, it can generate income. Usually there's a seasoning period before you start taking the income. But there are some where you can take a lump sum and trade it for income, and we'll talk about that too. But first of all, we don't even know if you can get access. So hang on and we'll answer all those questions coming up.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino. Now, Dan Kaplis today at 4.
She's a perfect example of people just not working anymore. She's done, man. I'd be done. She's saying that if my spot ended, it cut it off.
We're thinking a nice drive for you on I-25.
That's weird.
No delay between the Boulder.
It just cut it off, the attachment. I think you're overthinking it. Well, guess what? Never happened before to me. with any of my fucking spots, right? I send spots all the time to them.
Yeah, but you've never sent them to
plumb line. No,
we've never sent them to
no. But even
between me and her, it's evident they're shrieking it somehow. I just need 2 more seconds.
But me to her.
Yeah,
me to her. They shouldn't have done that.
No, it's still odd that it's different, though. Regardless of anything, it's crazy that you have one time, I have one time,
yeah, but yours
and
and
she
mine,
has one
yours
time.
and mine are in this. It's the same. That's a rounding error. That .04 for God's sake.
Yeah, to save money this
but
year,
to have
at
2
all
stacks of
states,
shade off
you
is
can
fucking
get the
stupid.
protection
Almost
you need
3.
at the low rate you want.
But see, this
With
explains
all
something.
states,
I've
you
sent
can lower
spots
the
to
rates,
Susan.
not your
Right,
expectations.
and she goes, "Oh,
Visit
it cut off at the end
allstate.com
without
or
ending."
call an agent for
I
a
said,
quote today.
and I play mine. It's perfect.
Frank Duran, the realestateman.com. He'll give you free market valuations of your home. All you have to do is ask for it. Why would someone do that free? Because he wants you to be confident in selling. And it doesn't always go by appraisal. It doesn't even go by your neighbor's house. It goes by a number of comps, measurements, details. He'll give you all of that data free of charge. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
I love this. I love this. Excellent communication before, during, and after the appointment. Huge bang for the buck, to be honest. That's probably my favorite part. A HVAC company that'll come out, fix your furnace at the best price out there, or sell you a new one. You're not going to get a better deal. 888heating.com. That's their website. Check them out. In fact, check out their reviews. Do your due diligence. Saving on the referral is 15 years. 888heating.com is their website, and 888-HEATING is a phone number.
Did you know nearly 1 million knee replacements were done in 2017?
So, nurse, I had no idea she was interested in becoming the banker. Not anywhere in her email did she.
It doesn't matter.
I felt bad for our guests, though.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, really, we'll take any. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
They'll have answers.
Because I told the guest, oh gosh, we're
They
going to use
actually
you for
do
this
that.
call. Okay, they do?
They do, yeah.
All right. All right, good.
Begin your healthy mobility
Yeah.
and healthy living journey today by
They
visiting
don't call it that.
RestoreOsteo.com. That's RestoreOsteo.com. I should have had Dunlane do it.
So, what are we going to do here?
Right there? You've got that right. Hi, folks.
I just added your same tag again at the end. It's 2 seconds. Is that okay, or do you want to read it?
No. In this case, since mine is perfectly 30, I really don't know what to do, Mark. That's the truth. I don't know what to do.
1/4 inch glued and nailed. Replacement kitchens, only custom built cabinets by our own people for a fabulous look. Bathrooms, you can count on the tried and true done right bathroom renovation system. And windows and entry doors? Then, how much your 2 cents worth? Well, it starts with a quality window or door, yes, but I'm here to tell you that preparation, installation, and finish are exactly why they'll be able to join us and say, done right, did right by me. So, folks, whether it's kitchens, baths, counters, or floors, or even replacement windows and doors, as always, you have our word. We'll treat you right at Done Right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
So many people have told me about Orchard.
By the way,
No wonder. It's the new way to sell. For example, Orchard makes you a cash offer.
Democrat, Republicans are not opposing the Voters' Rights Act because of its content.
No longer do you have to choose between an easy
They're not
deal
even reading
or the
it.
best
They're
price
rejecting it because they don't think it's a federal matter.
It's not.
You trying to get me going? No.
That's what I was telling you yesterday. All they want to do is federalize it. Once they federalize it, they can change it on the fly anytime they want. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole fucking deal.
Isn't unique. 99 out of 100 Orchard customers sell on market for more.
You know, the one thing that drives me crazy, they go, even Biden said it, people standing in long lines and you can't even give them water. You can give them water all fucking day long. You can't give them a bottle that says Biden for fucking president on it.
Right.
That drives me crazy. He makes it sound like you can't have a bottled water in line. He's nuts. It's going to be like Carter again, man. You know, everybody's talking about the 7%. It's the highest in 40 years. Go back 42. When Carter was there, Reagan fucking cut it in half. Carter had 14% inflation. 14. 81 comes, and fucking Reagan comes in. Within 1 year, he's got it down to 6. And you know why? He fucking cut taxes like Trump did. These people, man, they give people money out.
I know. If you give me a $4 raise, but everything in my life is now fucking $10 higher, what did you fucking do? You fucking robbed me blind and made me think you did something.
Is rated excellent by customers on Trust.
That's why you don't eat yellow snow.
Save with Pi Insurance. Ask your agent for Pi, or go to trypi.com.
That's it's 11.
I'm telling you.
NeoU is the game-changing fitness app with real-time coaching, daily live workouts with friends of on-demand classes like strength, boot camp, yoga, and more. And right now, NeoU has an offer too good to miss. Get a 50% lifetime discount and pay just $3.99 per month when you sign up by January 31st. That's a lifetime 50% discount on your NeoU subscription, plus a 60-day free trial to kickstart your 2022 fitness routine. Get started now at neoufitness.com. That's neoufitness.com.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Very quickly, we have Jeff Vick from Kimmer Transmission on, one of our experts. Kimmer Transmission at the corner of Peoria and Arapahoe, roughly. It's the southeast corner, I believe. Southeast, yeah. Okay, so, Mark, what did that woman say broke on the car?
Well, she said it sounded like the pumpkin, the actual...
transfer case?
Yeah, the transfer case.
And it looks like they ran over something.
So, Jeff, she was driving. All of a sudden, they heard a big clunk or something, and then they brought it back to the dealer.
They didn't hear a clunk. No, the wheel locked up.
Oh, the wheel locked up.
Yeah, they said
something suddenly happened.
It wouldn't steer properly, and she says she took it back to where she bought it. She said they had a warranty, although they deny that too. But the bottom line is this. She said the transfer case is broken, and they said it had to have been run over or hit. And they said that must have happened before they bought it. Our question to you, Jeff, is when a transfer case is damaged like that, and I don't know what it has to do with the wheel locking up, the steering wheel. That's like when you turn the car off and lock the wheel. But I don't know what that has to do with the other. But in any case, it's got a broken transfer case. Is that something that could have happened before she bought it and over 3 or 4 days manifest itself? Or is that more...
Yeah, it definitely could have gone either way. I mean, typically you would have had some sort of noise, but catastrophic failures can occur at any time. But, they said it was something, run over in the road, some sort of impact. That should be very visually evident by anybody who's a non-partial party who doesn't want to, who's not trying to get out from underneath paying for it.
Right. And we should be able to see the damage, too. Miriam, did they show your mom the damage?
No, they didn't show her anything.
We need to have somebody call the shop call the place for you.
Well, wait, some dealership looked at it. I mean, that's an independent set of eyes. Who was it? Let's call them.
Yeah, hold on. Suze, can we give this to somebody to coordinate? I want to get the comment from the Nissan dealer. Thank you, Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission, 303-693-1400. We have a question about retirement from Jen. I want to bring Jen up again. Now, Jen, I understand what you're calling about. In essence, you're interested in taking this lump sum of money you have and somehow making it work for you for income. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that because you're thinking if I have enough money saved up, maybe I can retire early and start living off that money. And that's, and that's the age-old question. When do I have enough? And the answer to that, by the way, there is always a certain amount you have to have. But beyond that, the answer is, do I have enough to retire, is how much is my burn rate? What do I spend every month? I mean, you can't be doing luxurious, big, giant vacations and yachting and all of this stuff and expensive sports and then think, yeah, I'm going to retire on 50 or 100 grand. I mean, you have to live accordingly. Now, there are some people fortunate enough to have enough saved up where they can have a lavish retirement. But here's the bottom line. I'm going to talk to Jairus Hansen, and Josh, by the way. They're with Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies is unique in that they'll come to you with a home visit. You can go to them on video chats or call them on the phone. But we're going to ask them the general question. Guys, I know you know about annuities, and I know you know about overfunding life insurance, and I know you know about a lot of things. But if Jen has 200 grand roughly in a retirement, I don't see personally much she can do with just $200 for immediate income. Do you guys see any of that? Do you see that's possible?
Well, Tom, the other issue that we're running up against is because of Jen's age, 55, she cannot roll that money out of the para 401k and move it into an IRA and start taking distributions without an IRS penalty on top of the taxes. So if she wants to draw any sort of income from that pool of funds, she's going to have to leave it in that 401k until she's at least 59 and a half.
Okay, and once she's 59 and a half, she can either take it out and pay income tax or roll it over and pay income tax when she takes it out, but she'll do away with the penalty.
Absolutely. That 10% IRS early withdrawal penalty can really hinder someone's retirement plans just by taking.
Well, yeah, if she has 200 grand.
If she were to leave it there, yeah.
If she has 200 grand, she's automatically paying 10 grand in fees, right, in penalties.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yeah, just right out of the gate.
And is that, and then she pays ordinary income on the rest, right?
Correct.
So theoretically, if she took 200 or 210, she could end up with what, 160?
Oh my God.
Jen, if you can, before 59 and a half. But Jen, here's what we're saying. If you're going to work another year or so, no matter where you work, just leave the money in there until you're 59 and a half.
Well, I'm not going to be 59 and a half for, well, of course I'm going to go get another job.
Okay, you're 58 no, you're 55 right now. So you don't want to wait 4.5 years to take that money.
So here's the deal.
Wait, isn't she? Okay, she's 55, right?
My understanding, and she's very complicated to listen to, but you're fully vested in 2 more years. Is that correct or not?
No.
No.
Okay. She's 55. 59 and a half is when she can get access to money. So at 59 and a half, that's 4.5 years. All right? So, or 4 years. You have to figure out a way to live for 4 years, or just give up an extra 10% of that money plus the taxes. You're paying a lot of money. And so if you take, all right, now you ask, okay, so guys, if she does that and comes out with $160,000, there's not much I can see where $160,000 can buy anything for future income. Do you guys see that? I mean, if she wants immediate income, do you know of any tool that would give her immediate income with $160,000 invested?
I'm going to need $1,600.
There are tools that would.
Wait. Jen, what are you going to need?
$1,600 a month.
For what? For everything?
No, to cover my mortgage, and then I'll have other income to cover everything else.
Well, okay. Okay, so if you took 160 grand, which you may get out of your retirement, right? All right, and that's after paying taxes and everything. So that's clear. Let's say 160 divided by 1,600. It's going to give you 100 months.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's going to give you 100 months is what I think. Yeah. So divide that by 12, and so for 8 years you'll be able to do that without doing anything with the money, just drawing it out.
Okay, that's better anyways.
Well, that's 8 years, but then what do you do? And that's doing nothing with the money. So let's ask Retirement Center of the Rockies what to do with lump sums of money for people as they approach retirement. Sometimes there is not much you can do. Sometimes there is. We'll talk about that coming up. Plus your calls.
303-713-TALK.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Walgreens. We're seeing a nice drive for you on I-25 with no delay between the Boulder Turnpike and C-470, and both the Boulder Turnpike and C-470 checking clear as well.
225 is a good drive, no issues or slow traffic to have to deal with now across either direction of I-70.
Is para the same as a 401k? It's just para, right? Or is it the same as Social Security, right?
No, it's para.
I know, but it's their version of Social Security, right? I mean, it could be near as good, but that's what it is, right?
It's the state's their retirement fund. The biggest problem I see with it is if they went fucking bankrupt.
So are you telling me that these guys that have state jobs don't get to use Social Security?
If they work, it's possibly they could have both, but you do not get Social Security if you just
All you have is
are a state employee.
you don't get Social Security. You have to put in to Social Security or to the regular workflow.
It's not a good deal.
So I talked to a friend who talked to Blake Harris
1 year ago about his wife passing. Free information on a Friday afternoon. Isn't that good? Blake Harris Law, because his wife had just died, a tragic thing, but he needed information. And Blake Harris answered his question, and he'll answer yours about urgent things or planning or what you need, a will, a trust, a beneficiary deed. And then if you do decide to hire him, you pay a flat rate to take care of it, depending on what you need. BlakeHarrisLaw.com, 833-ASK-BLAKE. And by the way, my friend's still working with that firm, 833-ASK-BLAKE. The Art of Granite does countertops. Not just granite, though. We should just say the art of wonderful countertops. Granite, quartz, quartzite, marble, any kind of man-made or any kind of natural stone. They'll do it for you at wholesale for materials. Tear out and haul away is free. The bathroom's free when you do the kitchen. And they'll give you a price on the phone. TheArtOfGranite.com, 303-386-5919. 303-386-5919.
At King Supers,
Groceries are our thing, so we check your delivery order for freshness at every step from farm to store, and pick and pack every veggie in your free pickup order with care.
I had the biggest moron email last night. About what? I was talking yesterday about Carter and his 14%. They're going, no, it was Reagan. It's Reagan. I'm like, what are you, fucking crazy? Who was president in 1980? That's Carter. That was the highest inflation that we've had like in 75 years.
We can't always plan on good health.
And one of them was arguing about gasoline.
To give peace of mind to you.
Do you remember when we were both at home? Do you remember me talking about dollar gas down the road? I filled up for 2 months at the Murphy's in Parker for 99 cents a gallon. She's like, gas hasn't been 99 cents a gallon. So I sent her pictures of all the signs in the 9 News articles. It's like, if people don't like what you're saying, they simply fucking bullshit.
Different ways to fund a plan. They even have plans with lifetime benefits that
Fucking
pay
liberals.
you back if you never use it.
Fucking liberals.
525 Advisors will design a custom plan with you.
Just make shit up.
Doing for my husband and me right now. I love.
Wouldn't catch Trump making anything
Not
up.
just me.
Yeah,
Read
but
the
you
reviews.
would
People love working with Brian and Madeline at
No,
525
talking
Advisors.
about it.
So get the
It's a lot
great
different.
long-term care coverage gives you.
You're telling me you were never in a locker room, mister?
This Saturday
Somebody
morning
was there.
at 9. Sign up at 525longtermcare.com. That's 525longtermcare.com.
You know, I've talked about Blue Sky CBD for quite some time. We've had a great experience with these products. They just keep getting better
Oh,
and better.
did you see the newest? The newest bill. This absolutely is so fucking stupid. Bernie Sanders. You know what bill they just submitted? They want to send masks through the post office to every fucking American. That's what they want to do now. Fucking Google it. It's unfucking believable. That's their newest way to combat COVID. This moron wants to send, I think it's 3 masks to every household in the fucking country.
You can find a mask anywhere.
You can walk into Walmart and steal fucking masks if you want, right? You know, I don't mean off the shelves. I mean grab as many as you want. No, there's a little caveat to that, though. He wants to send the N95 or whatever they're called.
And their entire line of products. BlueSky.cbd.com.
When I heard that this morning, I wanted to fucking hang myself again. I gotta quit watching the news. I gotta quit watching the fucking news. And now it doesn't even matter who you listen to. Even CNN and his own people are fucking turning on him.
control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report.
But the Senate, here's how we're going to handle it. We're going to send a mask to every fucking address. Oh.
How much does that cost? News article, legal issue, or even expose personal information.
First of all, if you use the U.S. Post Office, you'll never fucking get it. So that part doesn't even matter. So it'll probably cost triple whatever they're talking about.
Free reputation report card. For immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free...
MH, I can't believe you can't answer a question. I won't ask it anymore. I ask you a question 3 different ways, and you just, oh, I forgot you're liberal. You fucking just go off on some other shit. God bless, man. Just ask a question. I ask him a question, he goes, I don't even agree with the name of that. Who gives a fuck what the name is? Call it dumbass shit.
Further down, it kind of comes around.
800-248-3888. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Jairus and Josh with Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. We're going to ask you a question. I imagine you get this a lot. Now, obviously, when you're getting near 60 and you have a lump sum of money somewhere or whatever, or you're rolling over a 401k or a SEP or any kind of lump sum, we've heard this question time and time again. What's the quickest way to turn a lump sum of money into income? And what's the best way to do it? Now, I imagine sometimes there's just not enough money or time for a realistic conversion. Now, we know about annuities and things like that, so talk about it. What would you advise people, or would you tell them a cold, hard truth? And that is, well, you just can't do it.
Well, that's a great question, Tom. And obviously, we're going to do the best we can with what somebody's got. And so, if Jen comes to us and say, here's how much I've got, do your best with it, then we'll do our best with it. There may be a combination of some annuities, maybe some some IRA type of accounts that are invested in the market that we'll recommend to her. Obviously, her existing income, her expenses come into play in this kind of a play. In order to get the most guaranteed income right up front, she could look at like a single premium immediate annuity, but that's only going to give her maybe $500 a month with the lump sum that she's got now, and that's going to lock that money up forever, which most people don't want to do. So, it usually takes a little bit of consultation with someone like Jen to help her understand what her options are. Now, one thing I would add, if I could, depending on the type of account she's got the money in with PERA, if it is like a 401k or a 403b or a 457, a lot of those types of accounts, once you separate from